Dubai, United Arab Emirates. U.S. climate envoy John Kerry said countries must prioritize the fight to keep global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius after it was revealed the COP28 president claimed there was no science behind calls for a phase out of fossil fuels. In comments first reported on Sunday by The Guardian and investigative journalism organization the Center for Climate Reporting, COP28 President and United Arab Emirates climate chief Sultan Al-Jaber suggested a fossil fuel phase-out would not allow sustainable development, unless you want to take the world back into caves. The remarks, which were made by Al-Jaber during a live online event on November 21, were described as farcical by climate scientists. Asked to respond to Al-Jaber's comments, Kerry replied, "That's not the argument. The G7 countries voted that there should be a phasing out of unmitigated fossil fuel emissions, and what there is science for is keeping 1.5 degrees as your North Star," Kerry told CNBC's Tania Bryer at the COP28 Climate Summit on Sunday. "Every decision we make should be geared to say, does this advance the 1.5 degrees or is it going to be more destructive and take us in the wrong direction?" A spokesperson for COP28 wasn't immediately available to comment when asked about Al-Jaber's comments. A spokesperson for COP28 told The Guardian, "The IEA and IPCC 1.5C scenarios clearly state that fossil fuels will have to play a role in the future energy system, albeit a smaller one." The COP president was quoting the science and leading climate experts. Once again, this is clearly part of a continued effort to undermine the COP presidency's tangible achievements and a misrepresentation of our position and successes to date, they said. For many at the UN talks, which is being held in the United Arab Emirates, COP28 can only be recognized as a success if it results in a deal to phase out all fossil fuels, the burning of which is the chief driver of the climate crisis. The language of the final agreement, expected by or around the December 12 end of the conference, will be closely monitored. A phase-out commitment would likely require a shift away from fossil fuels until their use is eliminated, while a phase-down could indicate a reduction in their use, but not an absolute end. COP28 had kicked off with an unprecedented early victory on Thursday, when delegates adopted a new fund to help nations reeling from damages caused by the climate crisis. A flurry of COP28 announcements since have sought to help decarbonize the energy sector, with nearly 120 governments on Saturday pledging to triple renewable energy capacity by 2030. However, Al-Jaber's comments marked another embarrassing setback for the COP28 host. It had been reported in the run-up to the conference that the UAE planned to use its role as host of the climate talks to lobby for oil and gas deals, an allegation a COP28 spokesperson said was inaccurate.